Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Hubie Halloween. And Adam Sandler did it. He said if he didn't get that Oscar nomination, he's going to continue to make these horrible movies. And is this the worst Adam Sandler film? No. Jack and Jill's worse, and there's some other ones, but is this quality film? No. Is this a quality Adam Sandler film? No. Doesn't necessarily hit that. But we have director Steve Brill, who have done films like, he directed Little Nicky, some of the other Netflix films that Adam Sandler did, Heavyweights, stuff like that. Drill Bit Taylor. And this film very much feels like an Adam Sandler movie. Especially a Netflix Adam Sandler movie. So, for better or for worse, it feels exactly like it's supposed to be. And then you have Adam Sandler playing Hubie Dua, and he's doing his Adam Sandler voice. And, yeah, it's about his character, and he's a nice guy, but, you know, people don't like him. And it's like, he's a sweet guy who just cares about helping people, and he loves Halloween. He has awkward moments because he winds up going to, like, a teenage party and, like, breaking people up from, like, being on top of each other. He's like, no, man, we get some distance here. And it's like, he's a nice guy, and he's a weirdo, but everybody is horrible to him in this town. And, like, almost every single other character in this town is horrible, and I hate them. And, like, that's kind of the point towards the story and the themes are going. And this film builds up to a very dark and ominous kind of finale that I wasn't quite expecting and felt out of left field and really dark for the rest of the tone of this film, and also a little weird and very mean-spirited. And like the rest of the film, because all these characters are so horrible, and like they're so horrible it villainizes some of the nice people in the reactions to it. And specifically, like, you have June Squibb, who plays Hubie's mom, and there's a fun running gag with all the inappropriate t-shirts she winds up wearing because she doesn't get them. And, like, that's funny. And it's June Squibb. She's a really quality actress. And there's people in this film, it's just like Steve Buscemi, who, long history of being a really quality actor, but also doing things like Adam Sandler movies, playing like Crazy Eyes from like Mr. Deeds and stuff like that. And the weird shooter guy from like Happy Madison. Billy Madison. Getting me confused, Happy Madison. But they have some quality performance. Adam Sandler does his shtick. And Julia Bowen, who I'm like, oh, that's great. She hasn't been with Adam Sandler in a movie since Happy Gilmore. I really haven't seen her or anything. Didn't realize that she was on Modern Family for like 10 years. But like, I never really watched Modern Family. So I'm thinking like, oh, it's nice seeing her back in things. For completely not realizing the fact that she's been steadily employed for like 10 years. But she is, for no reason that's really explained, but like super in love with Hubie and just so nice to him. But like, she's sweet and her character's sweet, and it's like, okay, I can understand that and feel for that. But then there's so many like, there's other gags too, like him dodging things, and then there was like a really funny montage of Hubie going to the police station and saying a bunch of like crazy things and them not trusting him because of stuff like that. But everybody, it's like, why is Ray Liotta in this? He's just a jerk. There's nothing much to him besides that. And you have like Maya Rudolph in this as well, and Tim Meadows. Michael Chiklis is like the priest here. There's some really fun cameos though. There's one particularly at the beginning that like got me. But also, this definitely feels like an ode to horror films and Halloween-themed films, because there's some shots that are straight-up homages to, like, there's a specific shot, because, like, the main plot's supposed to be some guy escapes from, like, a mental institution, Halloween, and there's some shots that are ode to Halloween. I'm like, okay, I think horror fans will enjoy this, but, like, it feels like such a big red herring, and what actually happens feels so rushed and out of left field that I didn't really like. I don't feel like it really worked. But this film wastes a lot of talent, has some horrible gags. Like, there's a scene with Shaq in it, which, why even have him in this movie? That whole entire scene should have been cut because dumb. Dumb and stupid and just not funny at all. And in the end, this film tries to do too much, has way too many characters. Most of the sophomore gags in this are horrible and don't work. And really, unless you love Adam Sandler movies and really enjoy Halloween stuff too and can just appreciate that, this really isn't for you. So I would say pass on Hubie Halloween. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.